Good morning. Yes, so last year all of you were with me? Yes. What did we do last year? But super moms? Yes. All of us remember, right? Yes. So this year we've grown 1 year wiser, 1 year older, and we have a important topic this year to actually, which is important in terms of environment and our wildlife. So it's slightly a little mature topic, I can say, because all of us have become matured over a year. But we have photos and videos, so that remains constant. Okay, it's all of wildlife itself. So last year, do you remember what we started the session with? Yes, who said that? Tiger anthem. Very good. So we started with a video of Maya, the tigress, and her cub. It was a tiger anthem. In the earlier batch that we had of 6th right now, they actually were singing with the tiger anthem because they remembered all of it. So if you want to sing, feel free to do so, because I do always whenever I see. I love the tiger anthem. Okay, so let's start with that. हल्की पट्टी परत आली लावून दे What was the last sentence written on it? Protect my home, correct? So we're going to speak about this a little today, okay? Today's theme is, we came to thank you. So, 1 minute. Okay. What is this? Practicing? Coexistence. What is coexistence? If anyone can tell me, simple words, co and exist. Today, yeah, tell me. To exist together. Do you exist together in school? Yes. With your friends, right? For having lunch, sitting next to them, with your teachers when they're teaching. You coexist at home with your brother, sister, with your parents, grandmother. So it's coexistence. You're living. How many of us have pets at home? What kind of pets? Dogs? Yes. Cats? Yes. And? Fish. And? Dogs, yes. Rabbits? Parrots, okay. And turtle? Oh, okay, good. Okay, very interesting. So these are all domestic animals and domestic birds, and which we can keep them in our house. What about those animals and birds which are wild? So can you keep them at your place? Has anyone heard a lion or a leopard at someone's house? Yes, you heard? Interesting. Mike Tyson keeps. But is that very safe? Do you think you can stay with them? No, that's not the case. But do you understand that there are few people in Pune area and who live near Airport Road, who live in Bane round, have seen a leopard around? Yes. Has anyone read in the news? Yes. Why is this happening? Do we want to know? Yes. So this is what about coexistence. This will continue to happen more in future years. You should understand, if you see a wild animal in your area, in your city, in your compound or in your society, why is this happening? This is not because they purposely have come here to kill you. Okay, it's about something else that we are going to understand. One more. Okay, let's move on. So it's basically coexistence means living together with respect and understanding. So you respect wild animals and wild animals will respect you. Next, what is this? What do you see in front? Which animal? Yes? Bear. Is it called a bear? We do not call it bear only. Sloth bear. So the real term you have to use the original term. It's called sloth bear. What do you see behind that sloth bear? Very common scene now in villages around the forest or even towns, smaller towns. This is a common scene. If you've built roads, the sloth bear will not know that this road is for humans and this road is for wild animals. For him, that is his area, that is his home, and it is we who have built the roads there. Correct? So you have to keep the mutual respect. He cannot overtake that sloth bear and go, because you have come at his home. Correct? So he waits for the sloth bear to go. But imagine, it is so close now. You will see, generally these people have already started seeing wild animals across. So like tigers, leopards everywhere. Similar sloth bear. Next. So this is from Corbett National Park. It is an elephant and a gypsy, what we can see. They've come so close. Generally people say if an elephant or this thing comes close, he might harm the gypsy or charge on it. So it generally doesn't happen. So do you know why? Animals, any kind of animal will not charge unless and until he fears that there is something that you will do to him. It's like out of fear he will charge. So he doesn't like your flesh and human body to eat. Can we understand? So if they are charging, we are not his food. His food is something else. So you have to understand, if you see news in the paper, media, or listen on the television, it's not because the animals likes our flesh, so they want to pounce on us, catch hold of us and eat us. They do not do. Even if they come so close, if we do not do anything to them, they will remain at their level. It's not unnecessarily. So you can see the proximity. This is the typical habitat of any kind of animal. These are cows. So this is their home. We have our homes, we have our houses. So you have to visualize that this is the kind which they are best, and generally not in zoos, not for this but otherwise. Next. Do you see a lot of, this is like a flea market, in the villages. So in central India, Madhya Pradesh and all, behind there is forest, and there's so many people who reside, have regular activities, stay, coexist with the wild animals. There's nothing to be scared of. So these are the people who have normal things. So I have just captured, when I was in one of the forests, this photograph, I could see so many people. I just came out of the safari seeing a tiger, and outside I came, and this was the scene. So this is kind of a farmer's market there. So people live in coexistence with the wild animals there. Next. So why coexistence is needed? We share our planet with animals, birds, trees, insects, and just like they need home food, we need home food, water, they also need. So what is our home? Our house. What is our food? Anything, bought from pav bhaji to chips, everything we eat. So dal, rice, everything. That is our food. And water. What is their home? Their home is forest. Living in the open. I'm not talking about zoos. I'm talking about open land, which they call it as their home. That, and what is their food? They will take care of it. They have the deers, they have wild boars, they have everything. Each animal has its own type of food. Some have insects. So this is their food, which we do not have to bother. What do we have to think of? Making their home safer. Correct? Next. This is a typical Tadoba, forest inside. This is a nilgai which is standing. So this is their habitat. They're super happy. Like you are happy going in your own room, putting up your legs, and nice, it feels so nice. So this is the nice thing for them. This is how it should be. Next. Another example. So you can see a sambar deer and behind a river and the entire forest, how it looks. This is their habitat. So this is again human pressure. There was a very interesting incident that happened a couple of days ago in Pune on Sinhagad Road, not too far away from where we are right now. So there was Indian gaur which had got disoriented. I mean, she just lost her way, and she came on Sinhagad Road and she fell down in a ditch. You know what is ditch? It's a big this thing. So yes, big hole. She fell down in that, and she was unable to, of course, tell anyone also, since they do not have the speaking this thing. No one knew that she was lying there for 24 hours. Then someone found out. They contacted the rescue team. The forest department came. It had to bring in cranes, because she is like 250 kgs plus. So they had to put up 2-3 cranes to pull her out. So you understand why this happened? Because she could not find food. Maybe where she was staying, someone had encroached, or maybe they had thrown stones, pelted, had shooed away. Humans had come and troubled. And then she kept on coming till she found and fell in the ditch. So this is not supposed to be in city. But this is going to happen. We are going to see one-off cases increasing like this. She was taken back to the forest. There is a forest called Boar Tiger Reserve. She was kept and given back to the forest where her home is. Next. So what was earlier? Do butterflies still? Very good. So what was earlier? So you could see butterflies around, generally on trees, their habitat. Next. This is what tiger habitat looks like. Perfect place in grasslands. Next. Now, what have we done to them? As humans, we do not coexist, or we do not want to stay in harmony. What do we do? What do you see there? It's a death snake, right? Any idea why this must have happened? Correct. So the car just hit it, went ahead and did not bother. So the thing is, we speed on roads. We are not mindful. Does a snake know how to cross the road? Left, right, what your teachers teach you? So wild animals they are not taught. They do not have that intellect. They feel it's just one main thing. I just have to go from one point to another. So we need to be mindful when we are driving, walking, whether we are stepping on insects, another thing. So all of us know Google ka. So you have to be mindful. It starts from there. If you see an insect crawling down, you cannot go and stamp it. Imagine someone does this to you. It's not a very right way, correct? Similarly, while speeding on the highways or on the roads, we should be mindful that you can see any animal coming, then you can make a stop. If it happens without your knowledge, it is different. But otherwise, let us be mindful. Next. This is, all of us know Samruddhi Highway? Yes. So this happened on Samruddhi Highway. This is clicked by us. Samruddhi Highway goes through forests. They have cut down major main portion of the forest to make this highway. That was the home for a lot of wild animals. They have hardly built, they are still in the process, but they will eventually. They've hardly built any flyovers for even the animals they build, corridors. They call it flyovers, so they can cross over, or they make underpasses below the road. So they are starting to make this, but before that, or now also, these are the scenes, because the langurs are always there. They were always there. That was their home. And now before crossing, they're hit. This is very frequent. So many deaths of langurs because they're fast and they come on the road quickly. Next. This is a tiger cub. Okay. Dead on railway tracks. We have a very strong railway network in our country. Now there are two kind of species that cross often. One is elephants and one is tigers. Elephants generally happens in the north and south India. Central India is more of tiger populated. So when these cross the railway tracks, they get hit and are killed. So good thing that the government is doing is they're developing an AI mechanism wherein if there is an animal crossing anywhere, they will have a alarm sound. They're developing that mechanism so that they can prevent these kind of accidents. But this also happens because we are speeding. I mean, of course, the train speed is more, but let us see how we can avoid or minimize. Next. Okay, what is this? Wolf. And what is on the wolf's face? Who must have thrown the plastic? Wolf? Humans. Wherever we go, we quickly eat chips packet there, or we quickly eat something there, Bisleri, throw it away. So all these are picked up, not sometimes by humans who are cleaning, or sometimes by animals, who wander there. So this is on outskirts of Pune, and someone must have eaten from that tub or whatever, water they must have brought, I don't know. And poor fellow thought there is food inside it. And he went and stuck his head and was moving around for 2 days like this until someone found and called the rescue team of forest department. They came, tranquilized him and removed it. So use of plastic, use of these kind of things, we should minimize. Next. What is this? We have leopards. So this leopard has fallen into a well on the outskirts of Pune, and any wells are a danger for animals because they do not understand, come running, and they figure it out like us, ki there is a well here, and then they go and fall down in it. After falling down in it, they cannot come up by themselves. Then they stay there, either drown, or if someone sees that there's some animal fallen in the water, then again the forest department is called and rescued. Till that time, if the animal is alive, well and good, otherwise it dies. So these open wells, they are in the process of telling them to close it. So this is one hazard that we built, and we need water and we need wells in villages, but they should be closed generally. Next. This is typical contaminated water in rivers, lakes around us, and look at that poor animal, doesn't know what to do. It's so dirty. That is a next. What do you see? Parrot is sitting on wires. How many wires are there? Tata Sky, mobile, etc. When you look up in the sky, what do you see maximum? Wires. So this is how their habitat has become. It's just not on the land, but also in air and whatever the sky that you see, all of wires. So the parrots and other birds, the grey hornbills, and so many birds we see. Now they've started, instead of sitting on trees, they've started sitting on wires. This is what humans again have done. Next. What is all this? So I can say human population is billions, millions, and we are increasing every day. You read in the paper, this is the total number of population we have. What about wildlife? If wildlife is this much, human is, even it cannot fit in my hands. So imagine the percentage. So we are increasing in leaps and bounds, but wildlife it is increasing or rather decreasing in some species, and in a few years you might not get to see some species if we do not protect them. Okay, next. Forest fires, these are sometimes natural, but they cause harm and they cause, a lot of destruction. By humans also they can, sometimes it happens. So we are paying a price for that. Next. This is a map. Everyone knows there are green spots on the map which shows the Indian forests. The rest white is all concrete, cement, buildings, everything. And this has been depleting. So what do? We cut trees to build the buildings. But do we plant trees? In proportion to that, it doesn't happen. So we need to increase this forest cover. Next. Do you see the wolf there? Yes. And behind that, do you see smoke and some tractors and construction work? Very good. So this is near Big One, Solapur. This habitat, grassland, is the wolf's habitat. It's their home. Now you are building your factories inside this poor wolf's home. So now it's wondering, what will I do? Where should I go? Should I go to the city to find food? Because it can find its food here only. It cannot find its food in the city. So this is what we've done. We've started building everywhere. Next. What is this? Mall. How many people go to the malls? Okay. Every day? Once a week? Once a month. Very good. So this is our comfort. Mall, we like AC, we like shopping, we like eateries there. We want to go and eat one ice cream or have pav bhaji or pizza, and then we want to shop. We want to have some fun activity in the mall. So it's comfort, right? It's our comfort. We like it like that. Next. Every city around is designed around human comfort. So this is comfort in schools. You have benches. You are sitting in right now in an AC hall. You have everything. Nice. It's feeling very nice. It's comfortable. Next. What about their comfort? Have we thought how they are staying? What have we done or how they must be living? They have a mind of their own. They are living organisms, right? We are also living. Next. Next. What is this? Bird house. So now this is all what we can do. Okay, in our balconies, terraces, I'm sure few of you are already doing, but you can do a DIY if you can do with your friends. Make nice bird houses and keep them with water, grains. Or like I gave an example for the earlier session, there was one boy from another school where I went who was telling me, "Attas आंबे संपले, मे आंब्याचे सगळा तो हे असतो ना हे in that आंब्याची पेटी, गवत." Okay, that he took, he kept it in a basket, and he kept that open basket. He kept it outside in the terrace, and after a few days there were birds who were coming and resting there. Aram se, without anything. He kept a bowl of water. So he made simple thing he did. It did not cost him anything. So he just took that hay, put it in the basket and kept outside. So you made a home for the birds. All of us have balconies. So you can make it there or put a bowl of water down for dogs. So it starts from there. Small things you can do. This is a bird feeder. Okay. Next. This is a home for a langur. Can you understand? The bark of the tree is very usually sits, sleeps, eats. So this is his home. He doesn't need a shelter or something. Usually on top of the trees, this is his. And what have we started doing? Cutting trees. Yes. Next. Okay, these are wild elephants in this thing. Yes. Okay. Next. Yeah, a story again here. Can someone see something behind? I know this is not a very clear photo, but tiger statue. Anyone can tell me why the statue is there? Yes? No? No? Yes? Correct. To give respect. What she also said is right. Yes? Festivities is one. Anyone else?
They respect the tiger as their god.
They respect tiger as the god. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Now I'll tell you why. Every idol, if you see near the forest or in the villages, when you go for any safaris or will go in future, and if you see such idols, that means a human has been killed by the tiger. and they built instead of taking revenge on the tiger and doing all sorts of things of poisoning or electrocuting him, they build a statue or a idol of the tiger and worship him. Why? They can easily say, "Are tu mala marla तर मी माझ्या माणसाला मारलं, मी पण तुला मारणार." This is a human tendency, right? They do not do, because they know the importance of living with a tiger. Their entire livelihood, what they earn, is because of tigers, because people come to visit these parks and that's how they get jobs. So they understand that coexisting with the wild animal is necessary. And if you see numerous idols like that, those many number of people have been killed by the tiger attacks. Again, I have to tell you, tiger attacks do not happen for food. They happen out of fear. They do not eat the humans. So this it's a regular thing. If anyone does tadoba or goes ahead, you will see several of this outside, or you ask the guide or gypsy driver to show you these kind of idols. Next. Okay, what can I do? So one thing, we saw the bird feeder. Next. What is this? So water is common. Humans need, wildlife requires water, everyone requires. So save water is must. So again, to give you an example, I myself did a blunder yesterday when I went to Hotel Vaishali. When you don't want to drink full glass of water, you can order half glass and throw away the remaining glass. We are in a water shortage. So if you know how much is your appetite, नाही मला अर्धा ग्लासच पाणी हवं, I should have ordered only अर्धा glass. That person came and told me, "Madam, जेवढं पाणी प्यायचं तेवढं ते पाणी नाहीये." So this is what will happen. So you have to be mindful, filling up your water bottles, throwing away remaining water. If we only don't have water, how will you save for wildlife? Correct? Yeah. Next. This plastic, we saw an example of that wolf with the plastic tumbler or something was there on his head. So similar, lesser use of plastic. I don't say completely don't even touch plastic. It's not doable. But then we can minimize the use of plastic or throw away properly. Next. Deforestation we all do. While construction, trees are felled. While building roads, trees are felled. टेकडीवरचे झाडं उडवली जातात, तिथे रस्ते बांधायचे. We keep on reading this. What can we do? We can plant at least. So do it on your birthday. You have celebration in the evening. Take your friends down. Plant a tree and come up and celebrate. So that way you look after the tree and it will also grow with you. Once you're also older, you'll also feel proud that you've, built this tree and it's become as big as you are now. So you can increase the forest cover by at least planting native species of trees. Do not plant some fancy trees which don't grow. I mean, it's not suitable for this climate. So you understand, ask your teachers which trees I can plant because they are native trees, Yeah. Next. This cleaning drives, you as children, organizations or school does it. You can participate in cleaning drives. Wherever you feel there's dirt, you can do it yourselves. This will help the environment and then the wildlife. It's important because all of us stay in this kind of circumstances. You can go to wildlife sessions as much as possible for exhibitions, lots of them in Pune, and develop interest. This is a donation drive in villages which we usually do. So all of us have more than 3-4 pair of shoes or lots of t-shirts. Even if we have orange t-shirt, we want to buy blue, green, red, pink. So we have 1, 2, 3 good t-shirts, but still we want to go and buy more. So what happens to the old ones? We don't use them. They're just like that. But do you understand? These people don't have old ones also or new ones to forget. So what we can do, we can collect them and bottles, haversacks, which we are not using basically. I'm not saying you give yours away. I'm just saying which we have extra with us and we are not using them. We do not want them. You can help these people because these people stay on the periphery of the forest and take care of the forest and wild animals. So sitting here, you cannot go to the forest and do work, right? Or I cannot go. So what can I do? I can help those people who work for these forests. You can visit biodiversity parks. We have in and around Pune. One is in Pashan also, or you have this butterfly garden which is in Tadoba. There are lots of them. So whenever you go in particular area, you can ask, can I visit this? You can get more information and encourage this kind of thing. Next. So don't wait for anybody else. The change begins when individuals stop waiting for others. It needs to start with a small change. I'm not saying big ones. Next. Okay, we've come to the last slide. Then we'll have question answers if anyone has. This is coexistence. I told you what is coexistence. Coexistence is staying in harmony with each other. Whether it is wildlife, environment, everything needs to be lived together now in ahead times. You can see one tiger ahead sitting in his habitat. You can see buildings behind where humans are staying. There are children who are playing cricket behind and the tiger was here. Literally. So, did the tiger do anything to them? No, because it was not disturbed. But you also should not disturb and respect it. It will not do anything. So, this is going to be the scene now here on. Because the wild animals will eventually they do not have space. They will eventually come into our spaces. And this is completely how the scene will look like in a few years. Alright. Thank you. I'll show you mobile clicked videos. They might not be of a great this thing, but I just want to show you how people and a tiger in the tiger reserves, they are outside and the people stay with them. So they are like tigers are very near to them. Yeah. So there's a tiger on right hand side. Can someone see that? So these are the cars and all passing by. It's clicked from a mobile. So sorry, can you play it again? Can you see there's a tiger sitting and waiting? So this is how every day they see one wild animal pass by or things like that. Now there's one more video of fun. So what was this noise that was there? Last time, if you remember, I had spoken something about alarm calls. I don't know if you remember, when a tiger is seen, okay, or is coming, the langurs, the cheetahs and the sambar deer sense that the tiger is coming and make a certain kind of noise to alert the other animals. This sound that came, which was coming continuously right now, is of a cheetah. Cheetah is a deer. Okay, so it alerts the other animals, and the langur also makes a certain noise. A langur makes something like literally it makes. So if any time you go in the forest and hear this, that means the tiger is close by, and the guide will also tell you it is thambuya, the atta tiger nigel. So why they come to know this? That is because of all these animals making noises. So they act as a team against the tiger. So that's why the humans also came to know that ladies who were walking, they came to know that the tiger is coming out. But this is how a scenario looks like. So the vehicles going, the people walking, and then the tiger comes out. This is coexistence now. There's one more tiger on the road, which he's sitting. He did not move. So there's someone's noise behind who's recording, but you can see the line of vehicles waiting for the tiger to move. So no one actually overtake, no one tried to shoo away the tiger, but he kept on sitting on the road, so close to those all buses and animals. Then he looks behind once, okay? So this is also coexistence. He will look behind. So he's wondering why everyone is waiting. So yeah, I'm sitting, but I don't know why everyone is waiting. So he's clueless. Yes, Sana? Is it okay? Or can I take questions? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, so this was few videos. Now I'd like to have an interactive one because we had so many questions in the earlier section that I almost had to cut down. So any ideas or this thing of what you want to ask about this today's theme? Yes?
It's like the tiger that the statue was made with.
Yes.
When the human was killed, the statues of other animals animals are named that way?
No,
Or only tiger?
only tiger. So they respect, because tiger is the apex predator in any kind of forest. It is, we have heard saying save tiger. Okay, so that is the level of respect and higher this thing he gets. So this is more about those idols, only tiger related. Yes.
I had heard that Choti Tara is missing. So what happens to her?
Choti Tara went missing when she was 16 years old. A life cycle, a lifespan of a tiger is 14 to 15 years. Actually, she lived at 16 years, and she then what do animals generally do when they feel it's the end of their age or they're going to die? Like dogs, they will go and seclude themselves in another area. They will not mingle in between anyone else, and then they will die there. So they do not want to be with everyone or be in their community and die. So that's how Choti Tara must have happened. She must have gone in somewhere else and she must have died. She's not seen for last 2 years now. Yes.
Do you know Chota Matka?
Oh, I know Chota Matka. I have seen him and I've photographed him. I've seen him for so long. Right now he's injured and he's kept in a rehabilitation center at Nagpur. I do not think he will come back to the wild again because he's lost his one limb.
Oh.
Yes. Anyone else? Yes.
Like in the tiger reserve, we go to a gypsy which we take on the. In the tiger reserves, we go to a gypsy in a gypsy and we take all the safety measures.
Yes.
And how do the tigers get injured?
Good question. So tigers get injured by a couple of things. One, a fight, territorial fight between themselves. If another tiger has entered into his territory, then they have a fight and get injured. Second thing is, lot of human settlements have put electric wires, okay, with a lesser current. It's not like very high voltage current, so they should not enter the houses. So sometimes if the current or this thing is not managed well, they get electrocuted, they get injured, they get a current from that. So this is the second thing. Third thing is poisoning. Poisoning is something that happens while poaching. Everyone knows what is poaching? Yes. So the poachers poison and injure the tigers just to take off their skins, etc. Or sometimes they cubs specifically, they might fall in water, drown, or fall off from the hill. They're just like children, they're small. So they might get injured like this.
But then how was Chota Matka injured?
Chota Matka had 3 fights wherein he killed 2 and the other guy killed.
But there was one more powerful tiger.
Where?
The powerful tiger who fought with Chota Matka.
That was, one was Brahma and there was another tiger. See, always the tiger who has more power, who is more power in health wise also and everything, that survives. So at that point of time, who is powerful will survive. So that tiger also died. One who fought with Chota Matka, and Chota Matka was injured by that because he was also powerful, so he injured Chota Matka.
But who was Chota Matka's mother?
Chota Matka's mother was Choti Tara.
Why don't any animals like other animals to come in their area?
See, most of the times tiger is a territorial animal, I told you. So tiger is the only animal which will not allow other animals to come in his area. Otherwise rest animals do not have territories, so they can move around freely.
And you told that one cow fell in a ditch.
Indian gaur.
One Indian girl fell in a ditch. At also passing by the road and I saw some people over there.
Over there? Yes. It happened on Siagarh Road.
Yes, I was there only.
Okay, very good.
Teacher, I have a doubt. In zoos where tigers are kept, why are they given injections? In zoo is meant to just protect animals and give them.
Yes, so if they are injured and brought to the zoo, then it's for a medical purpose that they are given medicines that way. Otherwise, they shouldn't be ideally given. So I don't know where you've seen, but even if only if they're injured, they should be given back, whatever, injections or medicines. Yes? Yeah.
Is there any way to save Chota Matka's leg? Like I have heard that one elephant was injured like this only in a fight, and his one limb was broken, like it was really broken, and he was brought to a zoo or something, and there was an artificial limb which replaced it, and it helped him to walk. So is there any way like Chota Matka?
So I'll tell you what, Chota Matka has lost his one limb forward. Generally, forest department will not intervene in it will have the natural life for a wild animal. Because of the pressure of a lot of people, and Chota Matka was popular as a tiger, they brought him to this rehabilitation center. He cannot be put, because the infection is so much, it cannot be replaced with a artificial limb. Even if it gets replaced with the artificial limb and he is being sent back to the forest, he will not be able to hunt. Once he is not being able to hunt, how will he survive? He will not get food and he will die. They cannot provide him food in the forest. It is difficult. That's why they are not leaving him back. Yes.
One last question.
Sure.
So, in many magazines, there are some paragraphs where the animals who lost their limbs, they live in the forest and they actually survive.
Yes.
How is that possible?
They find their own survival methods. So I'll tell you something very interesting. I have a dog at home which I've adopted. She's an indie dog, not whatever this what Labradors and all. She's a perfect Indian dog. She has lost the limb. Okay, she has learned how to run fast, and she now has babies. So she runs like crazy that you won't see with her 3 legs. So I was only surprised. So they get adapted to that kind because they have a survival method of their own, right? That's why they find it comfortable unless until the infection doesn't spread. Yeah, so actually we need to stop as
Just write down questions.
Yeah, you can write down the questions and give it to your teacher. So I just want to ask, we started with the tiger anthem. It had a different photos and all. Now the song is the same, there's a different anthem. Would you want to watch it or would you want to go? Okay, fine. Quickly play. This was a Sonam tigress with her 3 cubs. She's dead now. The cubs are still there. Did you see the last line? I was running behind that sambar deer. That is where to kill. So there is one line here which you should always remember at the end of the session why we did this today. So ये झाड़ियाँ, ये पहाड़ियाँ ऐसी ही रहेंगी ना माँ. So that tiger cub is asking the mother that will this be the same throughout? So it's on us, right? Thank you.